especially this time of year, as we get closer and closer to fall and winter. We've released a couple of different winter outlooks by now, but that's all changing with a lot of we're taking a different direction. We're still focusing primarily on the weather. One of the main things that's happening is that we used to have Weather Advanced Films, is what all of our videos came out under. It's going to be now under the Zone Network, which is going to have a lot of different programs. It's really going to revolutionize the different types, the way the weather industry does things. I mean, we have a lot of different weather websites that people break off to do their own little thing, and that's all fine and dandy, but one of the things we want to make us unique is that we're going to have a live streaming content with this Zone Network. One of the things that we're going to do is have series. One of the series is going to be the Wonders of Creation. That's going to go through different things, whether it's the clouds, whether it's nature, different areas of nature that are wonderfully made and wonderfully created. So that's going to be one of the things in the production process. Now, right now, we're writing things for it and all of that. Now, another thing that's going to be incorporated is our Winter Center, and the Winter Center is really going to be just being revamped right now. Right now, the archives of our prior winter forecasts are on that Winter Center. We're going to redo how we did our little winter weather watches, winter weather advisories. Those are being done away with, and now we're going to incorporate a special risk area under our winter weather center. This is going to replace it. We think it'll be more. What we think will do a better job than trying to stay ahead of the National Weather Service. So we're going to do that. So speaking of which, let's talk about the winter. This is another series that you saw us incorporating more, and a lot of people like that. Our Path to Winter series. This is something you're going to see starting this week on a weekly basis. This is one of them today, and this is very brief. You won't see an article today because we quoted putting it in video, but a lot of people think that just because we went from a strong El Nino means that we're going to be in a La Nina coming up. That's not always the case. So what we're thinking is that we're going to be in a weak La Nina or even neutral situation. Typically, we end up in a strong La Nina situation, but this year doesn't seem to be panning out that way. It still can happen, there's still time, but it doesn't look likely. A weak La Nina, weak or neutral phase is more than likely what we think. And that can mean colder and snowier weather in the east. Usually it does mean colder, but it depends on which region the La Nina ends up developing in, where that is strongest. It's east, west, or central base, because that has a strong bearing on what the weather will be. So the last time we had a neutral, we had a lot of instances where polar vortexes came down. So we don't know if that'll happen this year. Just gonna have to keep an eye on it. We will, you know, that we'll do that for you, and we'll keep you ahead of the storm. Another one of the things that we're going to be doing, moving on, is that in our series of videos, we're going to bring back, and we've tweaked a series that used to be called The Worst Weather Events from 2001 to 2012. I'm sorry. It's going to be now considered. It's moving on from Weather Advanced Films. It's going to be changed to the most memorable weather events. But for right now, we want you to take a peek at what we used to be. Isn't that something? This is just a few years ago that we were working on this series. It's now going to be, once again, considered the most memorable weather events. And you're going to see the first episode probably sometime around November, December. And of course, this is one of my